Whether you are the one that is portraying this red flag or whether you are the one receiving it, this video is for you. Here's a question I got from somebody who's been watching my videos for a while. This is what she sent me. When it is him, the one who seems to be crazy for you immediately after the first date, a couple dates later, he's not into you anymore. So he has the right to chase and create expectations and then just leave the girl with all the questions. Although it's a shitty thing to have happen, that is dating. People get into things and then they change their mind. Is it high integrity behavior? Probably not. What is this pattern that's actually happening here? This man wanting to just immerse you in his life. He's wanting you to be a fan of all of these different things. What it probably makes you feel is incredibly special. Here's the problem. He doesn't know you well enough to actually witness your specialness yet. Why is he doing this? It's because he's not actually in relation with you. He is interacting with a fantasy. He's not actually interacting with you. You are merely a placeholder in which he is interacting with that fantasy. What this means is that if he's the one who's not actually connecting with you and he's got all these grandiose ideas of how amazing the relationship is going to be before he even knows who you are, it's important that you don't fall into the same trap, buying into your own fantasy of what you think this could be. That's where the problem occurs. It's not that he is necessarily manipulating you, or maybe he is unintentionally, but you manipulate yourself when you allow yourself to buy into the same game that he's playing with himself. This idea of having this relationship with a guy only after the first or second or third date. Of course it's romantic, of course it feels good. It's a beautiful experience, but again, it can lead to a lot of pain if we're not grounded. It's really important to check yourself. You don't really know who this person is yet, and you're not gonna get seduced by the possibility of what could be, but rather you're gonna get to know this person at a way that allows you to appropriately open up to them so that you are not creating expectations in your mind that are then the opening for him to indirectly or sometimes directly manipulating you. How do you do that? Number one, you've gotta shatter and begin to let go of the fantasy that you're falling in love with and realize that your timing and moving along at a time that feels comfortable for you is incredibly important and it's self-honoring. And sometimes women say to me, well, if he's got this certainty of something and he's wanting to move things along quickly, I don't want to be the one holding it back and then him all of a sudden find somebody else that he wants to be with because they're more open. Screw that. If this guy is a high quality man or this woman is a high quality person, they're going to respect your timing and they're going to want you to feel safe every step of the way. And if they're too caught up in their own crap and they're taking it personally that you're not moving as quickly as them, that is a clear red flag that dynamic of them taking your boundaries personally will probably play out and it's just going to become a bigger problem that you have to deal with.